DBS News. Fresh in the morning, eye-opening and balanced. The DBS Morning News starts right now.
This morning's headlines: the Booyah boss Asa Banton and Mr. Ridge win big at the Caribbean Music Awards. Jamaican reggae artist Jacques to remain behind bars in the Netherlands, and the U.S. Vice President Kamala Harris defends a change in policy during her first TV interview as presidential nominee. And coming up in sports, the Detroit Blazers reign supreme in Dominica's basketball. Well, good morning. I'm Gavin Richards with the DBS Major Morning News. The details right after this.
Fine Foods Inc. presents its first ever Hotter Than Summer Splash. It's the ultimate end of summer family event on Saturday, August 31st, 2024 at Lindo Park in Goodwill. Come join us for a day of sampling, giveaways, games, massive discounts on Fine Foods Inc. products, food and drinks on sale at happy hour prices. The entrance is absolutely free. The ultimate end of summer family event. From 12 p.m. to 5 p.m. It's gonna be a blast.
Fine Foods, hotter than summer. Fine Foods hot, we hot, hotter than summer. Fine Foods hot, we hot, hotter than summer.
We're ready, yeah, we're ready.
You've asked for it, now come get it. The Jimmy gas station along Eau Blanc Highway is backed by popular demand. Gas to go, so come support your very own gas to go. Guaranteed to get you going further, faster. Come to Gas to Go and get more for less. It's where your dollar will get you further, faster. Lots of prizes to be won at Gas to Go. Fill up and win big savings, fuel for less. Every cent counts, everyone is a winner. Fishermen and bus owners on the West Coast get all your supplies at Gas to Go. Call the Jimmy gas station at 449-0104 or 275-0104. Gas to Go gets you further, faster.
Petro Caribe. Tank installation is part of our mission. Excellent client support is what we got. Contribution to development of Dominica. Supply of LPG at an affordable rate. Let's go. Petro Caribe straight. No time to waste. So come on everyone with me to Petro Caribe. 250 gallon propane tank. 420 pound propane tank. 100 pound LPG cylinder. Petro Caribe. 20 pound fiberglass cylinder. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe.
DBS News.
Welcome back. First up in the news this morning, the Booyah boss Asa Banton has put Dominica and Booyah music on the map in a big way as he captured the People's Choice Award at the 2024 Caribbean Music Awards last night. Asa Banton beat soca superstars Kes, Patrice Roberts, Skinny Fabulous, dancehall superstars Dexter Daps and Shensia to the award.
I just want to say a special thank you to everyone who voted, I come from a small island called Dominica, located in the middle of the Caribbean. Our population is like 70,000 people. And to win this award, when you're going up against some of the best in the business, where their island got millions of people, that means you're really doing something good. This one is for Dominica. This one is for Booyah music. This one is for soca. This one is for the Caribbean. I just want to say a special thank you to the Caribbean Music Award. And I want to big up Triple K, WCK, those guys, the young guys coming from Dominica, dirty, nasty business, whatever it is. We all represent one music, which is Booyah, and we under one umbrella, which is soca. Big up Marshall Montano, big up everybody who did it. Thank you very much. We did it!
And that was the Booyah Boss Asa Bantan, the winner of the People's Choice Award at the Caribbean Music Awards last night. Meantime, Mr. Ridge won the Booyah Artist of the Year, beating TK International, Asa Bantan, Rio, Kenny G, and others.
What a wow, what a wow. This one is for Dominica, you know. Big up the Nasty Business. Big up to my boy Arturo Bellot, Morsiwo. Big up to Dirty Lifestyle. Big up to Burn Brain Jolly. Don't make no man shake your cherry tree. Shakalak, shakalak, shakalak. You know, ready? Hey, that was a shock. I wasn't expecting that, you know. But anyways, big up to my mom, my dad, Shiba and Thomas, World Boss, Sugar George, and all the Nasty Business artists. Big up. Oh, butter.
Booyah Artist of the Year, Mr. Ridge. Well, the Caribbean Music Awards highlighted the major genres of Caribbean music to include soca, dancehall, and reggae. Skinny Fabulous won this Male Soca Artist of the Year, and he and Nyla Blackman also won the Soca Video of the Year. Massacre won the Dancehall Album of the Year. Well, in some more news this morning, Minister for Public Works and Public Utilities Fidel Grant says the rebirth of LIAT 2020 signals a new chapter in Caribbean aviation. LIAT 2020, a collaboration between Air Peace of Nigeria and the government of Antigua, made its inaugural flight to the Douglas Charles Airport yesterday.
As the representative for the Honorable Minister for Tourism, I am thrilled to be here today to celebrate the rebirth of this iconic regional airline. LIAT 2020 represents a new chapter in Caribbean aviation, one that promises to strengthen regional integration, boost economic activity, and provide a vital link for travelers among our beautiful Caribbean islands. The return of LIAT is not just a business venture, but a symbol of collective commitment to growth and prosperity to Caribbean tourism. This airline will connect our people, facilitate the movement of goods, and showcase the unparalleled beauty and diversity of our region to the world. I would like to extend a warm welcome to the passengers on this inaugural flight. You are not just travelers, but ambassadors to our Caribbean spirit. As you journey to your destinations, I encourage you to immerse yourselves in the rich culture and vibrant history and the warm hospitality that our islands have to offer. To the dedicated team of LIAT 2020, I commend you for your hard work, your perseverance, and the vision in bringing back this airline to life. Your efforts have not gone unnoticed, and we are confident that under your leadership, LIAT 2020 will soar to new heights, connecting our islands with efficiency, reliability, and a touch of Caribbean flair.
And that was the Minister for Public Works and Public Utilities, Fidel Grant. Meantime, Chief Executive Officer for Discover Dominica Authority, Benoit Badwell, says the arrival of LIAT 2020 Limited will greatly enhance air access to and from Dominica.
Today marks a memorable occasion as we seek to improve air access connection to travelers to and from Dominica by welcoming a new airline to Dominica, LIAT 2020 Limited. This expansion in flight connections to Dominica is extremely important to our Caribbean and international market as we seek to increase visitation to Dominica to 500,000 visitors by the year 2030. As you are well aware, Dominica is building its new international airport, which will be on stream by 2027. And we are hoping, as we do so, to ensure that we can bring in as many visitors to experience the gem of the Caribbean, the nature island of the Caribbean, because we want to expose all of the things that we have here so that people can come and enjoy what true nature is all about.
And that was the Chief Executive Officer of the Dominica Air and Seaport Authority, Benoit Badwell. LIAT 2020 will operate about 4 flights to and from Dominica weekly. Director of Operations at LIAT 2020, Arthur Senhouse, is hoping the Caribbean will embrace the new airline.
It is the hope and dream of our Prime Minister as he encourages his other Caribbean counterparts to embrace the vision and play a part in making sure that LIAT 2020 does what it is planned to do, whereby it creates the conduit for economic and socio activity growth and prosperity, employment, and connectivity throughout our Caribbean region. And this principle is primarily based on a culture of safety, which is our first and most precious possession as we put together the plan for continuing to build LIAT 2020. It is the hope and dream of many of our children as we plan this journey forward that they're able to grow up in a region where they can live their dream for taking part in an airline at any particular level. It also gives me great pleasure as we progress with LIAT 2020 to embrace the notion that for the second time in my existence as an airline staff, that I have been working for another lady CEO. We did that once in LIAT 1974 and just before it closed, and now at the beginning of 2020, we have another lady CEO.
Director of Operations of LIAT 2020, Arthur Senhouse, and the Chief Executive Officer for Discover Dominica Authority and Tourism Director is Marva Williams.
Today is a significant day as we celebrate the inaugural flight of LIAT 2020 Limited, marking a new chapter in air travel for our beloved Dominica. It is with great pride and gratitude that I welcome all of you to Dominica and thank LIAT 2020 for choosing to include Dominica in their route, highlighting our island's strategic role in the Caribbean. This new route serves as a vital link, boosting our regional connections and unlocking numerous opportunities for tourism and trade. Our countless natural attractions and rich culture are now within easier reach for travelers eager to experience the beauty we offer. As the backbone of our local economy, tourism will surely flourish with increased access and visibility.
The Chief Executive Officer of Discover Dominica Authority and Tourism Director, Marva Williams. The Police Welfare Association has submitted proposals to government for salary increases of 21% over a 3-year period. Sergeant David Andrew Jr. is chairman of the Police Welfare Association.
The Police Welfare Association is proposing a salary increase of 5% for the 2021 to 2022 period, 7% for the 2022 to 23 period, and 9% for the 2023 to 2024 period. In total for the triennium, the Police Welfare Association is asking for 21%. The reason for that, we sought assistance from an economist, and we had a lot of discussions with our members to get a reasonable feedback as to what are the challenges. And the main thing plaguing our members is the rise in inflation, the cost of living. Officers are finding it more difficult to provide for their families in terms of purchasing the goods and services which is provided from also the service providers and in the supermarkets. And it's really a matter of bread and butter issues. And that's why we came up with that amount. We have not gotten feedback as yet, but we expect in the coming weeks that the government will look at it and will give due assessment to our proposal. There's a lot of data which is in that proposal which would defend the welfare's position.
And that's Chairman of the Police Welfare Association, Sergeant David Andrew Jr. Well, let's head into news from the region now because the Jamaican reggae artist Jacquier has been remanded until November as Dutch prosecutors challenge an attempted murder acquittal. Well, the reggae singer Jacquier will continue serving his 6-year sentence for attempted murder in the Netherlands. Jacquier appeared in a pro forma hearing in a Dutch court as prosecutors have been pushing to overturn his attempted murder acquittal. The next pro forma date is on the 12th of November. In March of 2022, Jacquier was convicted of attempted manslaughter and sentenced to 6 years in prison after he stabbed a Dutch concert promoter over unpaid performance fees in October of 2021. On the international scene, the U.S. Vice President Kamala Harris has defended changing her mind on key issues in her first interview since entering the presidential race, where the Democratic nominee was pressed on why her policies on immigration and climate have changed since she ran for president during an interview with CNN. Well, Ms. Harris was also under pressure to finally face questions, but she shared the 27-minute pre-recorded interview with her running mate, Minnesota Governor Tim Walz. Her Republican opponent, Donald Trump, used a single word in his review after it concluded, and he said, quote, boring. The former president, that's what he wrote on Truth social media. Well, the vice president was forced to defend the White House's economic track record as inflation and high cost of living prices continue to hurt Americans. Well, that's the news. A recap of the headlines. The Booyah Boss, Asa Banton, and Mr. Ridge win big at the Caribbean Music Awards. Reggae artist Jacquier to remain behind bars in the Netherlands. The U.S. Vice President and presidential nominee Kamala Harris has defended changing her mind on key issues. And coming up in sports, the Detroit Blazers reign supreme in Dominica's basketball.
Fine Foods Inc. presents its first ever Hotter Than Summer Splash. It's the ultimate end of summer family event on Saturday, August 31st, 2024 at Lindo Park in Goodwill. Come join us for a day of sampling, giveaways, games, massive discounts on Fine Foods Inc. products, food and drinks on sale at happy hour prices. The entrance is absolutely free. The ultimate end of summer family event. From 12 p.m. to 5 p.m. It's gonna be a blast.
My food's hotter than summer. My food's hot. We hot. Hotter than summer. My food's hot. We hot. Hotter than summer.
Since 1910, HHV Whitchurch and Company Limited has proudly served Dominica, offering a wide variety of products and services in shipping, logistics, insurance, travel, retail, and wholesale. We are committed to serve you. Contact us today at 767-255-1100 or visit us at our main office on Old Street, Roseau. From humble beginnings to proud achievements, HHV Whitchurch and Company Limited.
You've asked for it. Now come get it. The Jimmy gas station along Eau Blanc Highway is back by popular demand. Gas to go. So come support your very own gas to go. Guaranteed to get you going further, faster. Come to Gas to Go and get more for less. It's where your dollar will get you further, faster. Lots of prizes to be won at Gas to Go. Fill up and win big savings. Fuel for less. Every cent counts. Everyone is a winner. Fishermen and bus owners on the West Coast get all your supplies at Gas to Go. Call the Jimmy gas station at 449-0104 or 275-0104. Gas to Go. Gas to Go gets you further, faster.
Covering the nation and beyond, DBS Sports Report.
Rudolph Thomas Enterprise in Portsmouth, your suppliers of building materials and hardware products. Over 20 years experience in the business. Rudolph Thomas has lumber and plywood, Portland and tile cement, steel rods, galvanized and fence pipe. And Rudolph Thomas can meet all your wire needs. Galvanized roofing sheets, doors, windows, toilet sets, face basins and bidets. PVC piping, fittings and lattice. Check out Rudolph Thomas for ceramic and vinyl floor and wall tiles, nails, nuts and bolts, paint and painting supplies. And check out their line of electrical and hand tools. And Rudolph Thomas is your one-stop shop for hard-to-find items like fiberglass mat and fiberglass resin and welding rods. Go now to Rudolph Thomas on 1240 Bay Street in Portsmouth.
More money with NBT, it's more money.
One easy loan.
More money with NBT, it's more money.
To upgrade my phone and even my home with one simple loan.
More money.
To have your wedding, to go traveling, to do anything.
More money.
No security. Speedy delivery, just check NBT. Apply anytime. In branch online, it's more money time.
More money with NBT, it's more money.
No collateral.
More money with NBT, it's more money.
Speedy delivery.
More money with NBT, it's more money.
Just check NBT.
More money with NBT, it's more money.
Well, welcome to the morning sports. We tip off with basketball news. The Detroit Blazers erased an 18-point second-half deficit to get past the Paybush Super Eagles in overtime to win the 2024 DABA Premier League basketball title last night at the Massac Indoor Facility. Well, the Blazers outscored the Eagles 21-9 in the fourth quarter as they forced overtime, and then they dominated the extra period 13-8 to win the match 83-78 to take the series 3-1. Thomas Felix had 29 points, Kirby Nanton added 16, and Lester Langley had 13 for the Blazers, while Shama Felicity scored 21, Lennon Paul and Kaloy Paul had 10 points each for the Eagles. The Blazers captain, Lester Langley.
Well, first of all, I want to say hard luck to Paybush and the organization. They gave us a good fight. And us, we did all we did persevere. We end up winning, but not how we wanted. I mean, a victory is a victory when it comes to championship. But we were real scrappy. We had to come back and fight. We maybe had more turnovers than we had points, especially on my end. But thank God we see it through, and we're just grateful that we can collect another championship.
What would you say were the turning points in the game for you guys tonight, coming from over 20 points down to win?
Yeah, well, we had no other ways than to grit our teeth and defend. Even I had to ask the coach to put me down to see if something else can happen, because it's like the turnover's not stopping. So it did work. I was down for a while and we came back, so that was a very good thing, and I'm just happy that we had the energy to still fight from way down and come back and get the victory.
You had some unlikely heroes tonight. You know, Dretson Lee really stepped up with some big minutes. How important was he tonight?
Yeah, well, Dretson Lee is supposed to be our up-and-coming star, or who we look up to as the next young man in the Massac in particular. So we're just happy that he turned up tonight, and what other night can we ask for him to turn up than on a final night like that?
And that was the Detroit Blazers captain Lester Langley. Well, Eagles captain Lennon Paul says it was a tough pill to swallow.
We had some poor management for sure, especially in the third. We had some poor management there, and then in the fourth, we cannot play that game in the fourth. We slowed down our pace, and they catch up to us.
You're stuck on 66 points in the fourth quarter for about almost 6 minutes, and you said that you tried to play their type of game. What basically did the Blazers do that really put you guys off?
I don't know. In the third quarter they put on a run, and I guess that kind of shook us. And then in the fourth quarter starting up, we were kind of confused, and it just slipped us by.
How hopeful is this one for you guys? Seeing that you guys had such a comfortable lead.
That's the worst part, because we were so good during the first 3 quarters in the game, and in the fourth quarter we lost it. So that is the hurtful part. That's the most hurtful part about it.
Eagles captain Lennon Paul. Well, let's move on to some boxing news this morning. President of the Dominica Boxing Association, Job Joseph, has confirmed Dominica's switch from the International Boxing Association, IBA, to the newly formed World Boxing Association. Joseph says the move became necessary following scandals surrounding the International Boxing Association. He says Dominica stands to benefit tremendously from being affiliated to the new association.
Well, Dominica is now part and family of the world of boxing, most people know that we were under IBA, which was International Boxing Association. But a lot of things have happened in the past years where the IOC, which is the International Olympic Committee, actually had a fallout with IBA, and IBA was banned from anything that the IOC would have. And because of that, it says to us that no other boxer in the region, including Dominica, would have a chance to go to the Olympics. So if we stayed with IBA, that dream of young men and young women would disappear. So we had no choice but to join the world of boxing, where we believe the next Olympics, they will be controlling the boxing. And not only Dominica, over 50 countries has joined, and in that, I only needed was 50 countries, and more than 50 countries has joined. America, England, Australia, New Zealand. Most of the countries that actually dominate the big sports in the world has left IBA and make their new family world of boxing. Likewise, Dominica.
All right, Job. In terms of how this would impact boxers and officials as well, for example, who would have been accredited to IBA and now with the new move across, how would you be able to transition that now?
Well, that's a very good question. But the answer for that is very short, because they give us our guarantee that if you're level 1 under IBA, you don't do nothing, so why they should strip you from your level? So if you're level 1 under IBA, you come across with still level 1. And for the coaches, it's the same thing.
And that's President of the Dominica Boxing Association, Job Joseph. Well, in some football news, the Roosevelt Skerrit Bombers FC, where they scored a 2-goal win over the Belfast Estate Mau Soccer Strikers as action continued last night in the DFA's Under-20 League. The Portsmouth-based team took that match 3-1. In some other results last night from the Under-20 League, Jason Joseph got that all-important goal to give East Central FC a 1-0 win over Bath Estate. Well, we're staying in football news because the captain of the men's senior national football team, Glenson Prince, says trying to remain in League B is the first objective for the team as they embark on their campaign in the CONCACAF Nations League next week. Well, Dominica has been promoted to League B and will be grouped with Antigua, the Dominican Republic and Bermuda. Dominica plays its first match on the 7th of September against Antigua.
Actually, it has been going really well. We've been working on the things that we need to work on, and the spirit in the camp is really high. So pretty confident going into those games.
Pretty confident heading into the games. Glenson, into League B now. Of course, this is really going to be a different set of competition. We have to be a lot sharper, a lot faster and everything. So mentally, physically, how are the guys ready for this?
Yeah, we knew that. I mean, League C, of course, it posed a particular set of challenges. But of course, in League B, it's going to be different. You might have less time on the ball. The opposition, the competition will be tighter. So we know that. So mentally, we have prepared for that. Like I said, the work that we've been doing is in preparation for that. And so we're ready for it.
Right, Glenson, the ultimate goal, of course, is to get promoted to League A. In terms of the message to the guys now, as the captain of the team, what would you want to say to the players?
Yeah, just to remain focused. We know the task at hand. We know what we have to do. We just have to remain focused and just put our best foot forward. Of course, we have been, the last time we got demoted, right? So our first objective is to not get demoted. We have to absolutely stay in League B for the BM minimum. And of course, we will try our best to get to League A. League A, of course, I don't think it's something that's unrealistic. I think it's something that we can actually do. So one step at a time. We have 2 games in September, 2 in October, 2 in November. So we know we just have to take it one game at a time. Now we have Antigua first, and then we have the Dominican Republic. So we have to just take care of those 2 games first. Then October we have Bermuda, back and forth, and then we have Dominican Republic and Antigua again. So it's just one step at a time, and I'm pretty confident that we can do it, and we're just going out there and put our best foot forward. And of course, we know the Dominican Republic is always supporting us, and so we just like to employ to just support us, continue to support us, and we'll put our best foot forward, and we'll do the best that we can do for Dominica.
Captain of the men's senior national football team, Glenson Prince. Well, some cricket news. The St. Kitts Patriots edged out the Antigua and Barbuda Falcons by 1 wicket in the opening match of the Republic Bank CPL last night in Antigua. Antigua got to 163 for 4 in their 20 overs batting first. Faka Zaman got 43. The West Indies under-19 player Joel Andrew 50 and Fabian Allen 24 for the Antiguan team. Well, St. Kitts replied for 164 for 9 in 20 overs, with Kyle Mayers getting 39, Evan Lewis 29 and Odin Smith 27. Sharma Springer, he bagged 4 for 29 for the Antigua Falcons. Well, the CPL action will continue tonight with the Guyana Amazon Warriors taking on the Antigua and Barbuda Falcons. That game will get underway at 7 o'clock. Meantime, the Barbados Royals, they got past the Trinbago Knight Riders by 4 wickets to win the women's CPL title yesterday afternoon. We can also tell you that Cricket West Indies has recalled the former West Indies vice-captain Deandra Doughton into the setup for the upcoming Women's ICC T20 World Cup. Well, Doughton had retired from international cricket in 2022, but she made herself available for selection last month. The West Indies, they have been placed in Group B alongside Bangladesh, England, Scotland and South Africa. And the West Indies women's team will be led, of course, by the captain, Hayley Matthews. The West Indies women will play their first match on the 4th of October. Some volleyball news now. Well, Dominica opens up its campaign in the ECVA Under-21 Beach Volleyball Championships today with both the men and women's team in action in St. Kitts. Dominica, the defending women's champions, and the team of Alicia Bully and Nyla Edmond will take on St. Vincent and the Grenadines at 9 o'clock this morning. The other match for Dominica today will see the men's team of Mervyn Mingo and Bill Frederick taking on Bermuda, and that game is also at 9 o'clock this morning in St. Kitts. And finally, the Dominica A team had another poor showing with the bat as they crashed to a 173-run defeat to the Barbados A team in a 50 overs matchup in Barbados yesterday. Barbados batted first and made a 270 all out. Evan Grant got 108 and Ryshawn Williams, he got 54. We had Ethan Doctor taking 3 for 35, Gillan Tyson a 2 for 43 and Kamal Hamilton 1 for 43 for Dominica. Dominica unfortunately were bowled out for just 98 runs. Gillan Tyson got 25, Jed Joseph 19, Shulan George 17 and Micah Joseph 13. So another tough defeat for Dominica in that series with Barbados. They lost the T20 series 2-0 as well earlier this week. Well, that's the DBS Morning News and Sports. More news and sports at 11 o'clock during the Morning News Update and at 1:28 during the 13:15 news. Until then, I'm Gavin Richards saying good morning.
More money with NBT, it's more money.
One easy loan.
More money with NBT, it's more money.
To upgrade my phone and even my home with one simple loan.
More money.
To have your wedding, to go traveling, to do anything.
More money.
No security. Speedy delivery, just check NBT. Apply anytime. In branch online, it's more money time.
More money with NBT, it's more money.
No collateral.
More money with NBT, it's more money.
Speedy delivery.
More money with NBT, it's more money.
Just check NBT.
More money with NBT, it's more money.
Rudolph Thomas Enterprise in Portsmouth, your suppliers of building materials and hardware products. Over 20 years experience in the business. Rudolph Thomas has lumber and plywood, Portland and tile cement, steel rods, galvanized and fence pipe. And Rudolph Thomas can meet all your wire needs. Galvanized roofing sheets, doors, windows, toilet sets, face basins and bidets. PVC piping, fittings and lattice. Check out Rudolph Thomas for ceramic and vinyl floor and wall tiles, nails, nuts and bolts, paint and painting supplies. And check out their line of electrical and hand tools. And Rudolph Thomas is your one-stop shop for hard-to-find items like fiberglass mat and fiberglass resin and welding rods. Go now to Rudolph Thomas on 1240 Bay Street in Portsmouth.
DBS News. Accurate, up-to-date, professional. We bring you the news of the nation via 3 newscasts, Monday to Saturday at 7 a.m. The DBS Major Morning News, 1:15 p.m. your lunchtime news bulletin, and at 6 in the evening, the DBS Evening News. Call us at 448-4302. Listen on www.dbcradio.net. Don't forget to like our Facebook page at www.facebook.com/DBS Radio. Stay on top of the nation's news with your nation station, DBS. .35 on Your Nature Wild. Coming up shortly, your morning's weather report. Just before we do so, would like to remind you of your Kalinago word of the day. Today's Kalinago word is Iraiti. Iraiti, the Kalinago word for husband. And that's I-R-A-I-T-I. I-R-A-I-T-I. Iraiti. Kalinago word for husband. Join us Monday morning, God willing, at roughly 6:47 for another edition of your Kalinago word of the day, made possible, of course, compliments your nation station, DBS Radio. Up next, we bring you your morning's weather report, made possible compliments the good folks of Big Edge Financial and Flow Dominica Limited.
Why pay full price for your mobile when you can pay half? Just bundle your home internet and mobile services with Flow and save 50% on your mobile bill. That's money in your pocket every month. Plus, now you get free YouTube and WhatsApp data. And you can share your plan with up to 3 other numbers. Upgrade now and get a free smartphone. Switch and keep your number. Learn more at discoverflow.co.
At this time, we say good morning to Dane Charles with this morning's weather report. Good morning.
Good morning. This is your weather report from the Dominica Meteorological Service at the Douglas Charles Airport for the 30th of August 2024, recorded at 7 a.m. Today's weather is expected to be fair to partly cloudy with some scattered showers. The conditions at Douglas Charles Airport were fair. The surface winds were variable at 1 knot or 2 kilometers an hour. The temperature was 27 degrees Celsius or 81 degrees Fahrenheit. Yesterday's rainfall at Douglas Charles was 19.7 millimeters, and the monthly rainfall so far has been 285.6 millimeters. Sunset today is at 6:19 p.m. and sunrise tomorrow at 5:52 a.m. High tide today at 2:10 p.m. and the next low tide at 7:50 a.m. and 6:45 p.m. And now the weather outlook for Dominica and the Lesser Antilles. A high pressure system is expected to be the dominant feature across the area during the next 24 hours. Low-level clouds moving with the wind flow are expected to result in mostly partly cloudy conditions with some scattered showers. The National Hurricane Center is currently monitoring an area of interest in the central tropical Atlantic with a medium chance of development within the next 7 days. Regardless of development, the system could produce high rainfall totals over Dominica Monday night into Tuesday. Interests in Dominica are advised to monitor the progress of this area of interest as we continue to provide the necessary updates. Slight to moderate seas can be expected in open water, with wave expected to peak near 5 feet. And now the weather forecast for today and tonight. The synopsis: a high pressure system is a dominant feature. The forecast for today and tonight is fair to partly cloudy with some scattered showers. The winds are expected to come from the east-northeast to east-southeast at 10 to 20 kilometers an hour. Sea conditions expected slight to moderate in open water, with waves from 1 to 1.5 meters or 3 to 5 feet. There are no warnings at this time. We are presently in the Atlantic hurricane season. For more information about weather conditions, visit our website at www.weather.gov.dm or call us at 266-4490. For further information, like our Facebook page at Dominica Meteorological Service, follow us on Instagram at Dominica Met, and also on our WhatsApp channel at 618-3469. Reporting from the Douglas Charles Airport, I am Dane Charles.
And we thank Dane Charles for this morning's weather report, made possible compliments Flow Dominica Limited and Big Edge Financial.
You've got the edge over your circumstances. Many times there'll be trials to face. At least when it comes to your waning finances, you've got the edge. Help is coming your way. You've got Big Edge for those days when you're running low. Big Edge is the place to go. Big Edge, the cash can be in your hand with the easiest payment plan. Big Edge, cash in a flash.
Make weather information a part of your daily life. Listen to the weather report after the morning news and at 1:10 p.m. daily on DBS Radio. A message from the Dominica Meteorological Service, your trusted source for weather information.
This is DBS Radio.
"19 minutes before 8, wherever you are tuned into your nation station, sending a good vibe your way. Wishing you all the best. Those of you just getting into work at this time, do have a productive day, a stress-free Friday. Up next, we present the general announcements on your community bulletin board, made possible compliments Valley Engineering, Sales and Services, and the Central Cooperative Credit Union.
Central Cooperative Credit Union is encouraging all members to update their accounts. Members, please present the following at any of our 2 branches. Valid picture ID. This could be a passport, Dominica Social Security card, government-issued ID, such as driver's license or state ID. Proof of address, reflecting your name and current address. This document could be a utility bill, hire purchase document, bank statement, bank reference letter, employment letter, or driver's license. Where your driver's license is presented as a proof of address, you will need to present your passport or Dominica Social Security card as identification. While you are at the branch of your choice, please take the opportunity to update the beneficiary to your account. The purpose of this is to ensure that upon your death, the person whom you so desire will get the proceeds to your account. Please visit our Goodwill or Portsmouth branch today. Our friendly and efficient staff are waiting to serve you.
Stretch your dollar at Valley Engineering. At Valley Engineering, our customers enjoy our dollar stretching price policy. Save money. Valley dollar stretch prices apply to a wide range of parts, which include water pumps, shock absorbers, steering and suspension parts, clutches, pressure plates, filters, oh yes, oil, gas, and air filters, NGK plugs, ball and roller bearings for wheels and transmission, timing and fan belts, engine gaskets, mechanics tools, brake parts, wiper blades, mud guards, grills, batteries, lubricants, starter and alternator parts, bulbs, head and park lamp, and many, many more items. These dollar stretch prices at Valley Engineering will not shock you, they will only surprise you. Why not visit us today on Goodwill Road or at our relocated Portsmouth outlet on Bay Street? So cut costs and save with Valley Engineering's dollar stretching. And now, your community bulletin board.
Domlec wishes to inform its customers in Cochrane Village that their electricity supply will be interrupted today, Friday, August 30, between the hours of 9 a.m. and 3 p.m. This interruption is necessary to allow Domlec to carry out high voltage maintenance at Cochrane. Additional information is available on Domlec's website at www